Hi, I'm Hannah Roberts, and I'm going to be your host today as we take a look at the exciting life of Lucille Ball.
I don't know where to start unless I begin at the beginning.
All right, start at the beginning.
Oh, thank you.
Lucille Ball was born in Jamestown, New York, August 6 of 1911. Sadly, Lucy's father died when she was only 4 of typhoid. When Lucy was 15, she was enrolled in a dramatic acting school. Shockingly enough, Lucy's teacher even called her mother to let her know that she was wasting her money because Lucy was very timid and shy. The young Lucy was outshined by the star pupil Betty Davis, who was anything but shy. Lucy got her first job as a chorus girl. Sadly, she was fired after only 5 weeks. She even tried to change her name to Diane Belmont in an attempt to glamorize her image for a time. Lucy got her first big break as a Chesterfield cigarette girl. Next, Lucy describes the low point in her career and how she accidentally got to Hollywood. Who better to tell us that than Lucille herself?
Can you remember anything that seemed like the low point of your career where you thought...
Yes.
Can you?
When I was ill. If you don't have your health, forget it.
Yeah. When was that?
From the time I was 17 to 20, I didn't walk. I was very run down, malnutrition, and I got rheumatoid arthritis from pneumonia.
Could this have had anything to do with the way you were living, the way
Yes.
you were eating?
Oh,
the way
entirely.
You were... Yeah.
Not eating, not taking care of myself, and not getting enough rest. I was working both day and night. I was making all of $50 or something. And cold, I didn't have the proper clothes here in New York. And I got very, very ill. And I didn't walk for about 2 years. One hot day, I was walking down the street in July, and someone said, "How would you like to go to California?" And I said, "I'd go any place to get out of this heat." And I went upstairs in the Palace Theater building, and some girl's mother had just yanked her out of a lineup that was leaving. That was a Wednesday, and they were leaving on Saturday, and she couldn't go, so they were stuck. And no time to test anyone, and they needed to produce 12 showgirls for Sam Goldwyn. So because I was tall enough, and because I was a model, and because I was a Chesterfield cigarette girl for that season, I fit the bill. And I went out, and I've never been back. And I've never been out of work.
Lucy made her film debut in the film Roman Scandals in 1933. She soon became known as the Queen of Bees for her numerous roles in bee films. In 1938, Lucy got her first starring role in the film The Affairs of Annabelle. The film became so popular that she was even asked to audition as the role for Scarlett in Gone with the Wind. In 1940, on the set of Too Many Girls, Lucy met the handsome Cuban conga player named Desi Arnaz. Desi, who was 6 years younger than Lucy, asked Lucy out dancing one night. For Lucy, it was love at first sight. The couple were later married on November 30th of that same year. By 1942, at the age of 31, Lucy was an official MGM movie star and a redhead. In 1945, Time magazine said, "Lucille Ball handles her wisecracks so well, it could set up a whole new career for her." And in 1946, she was named the Queen of Comedy. In 1948, Lucy became the star voice of a widely popular radio show, My Favorite Husband. My Favorite Husband would actually be the forerunner to the amazing, spectacular I Love Lucy series. Lucy and Desi made their first appearance on television together in 1949, after Lucy insisted that Desi appear with her, in hopes that CBS would give the couple their own show. And in 1951, CBS was convinced that the public would not accept a TV show where an all-American girl was married to a Latino man.
I was always the guy that didn't fit. When she did My Favorite Husband on the radio, they said that I wasn't the type to play the part. Then finally she wanted to do the television show, and she says, "Well, I want to do it with Desi." So everybody again said, well, he's not right to play your husband. Finally, one executive at CBS says, well, maybe the audience would buy him because after all, they have been married for 13 years.
CBS refused to finance a pilot where Desi played her husband. Arnaz borrowed money and matched it with the couple's entire savings to produce the pilot with their own Desi Lou Productions. The pilot was performed live at the CBS studios in March of 1951. By April 24th, the Philip Morris Company had agreed to take a chance and sponsor the production. Next, who would play Lucy and Ricky's next-door neighbors, the Mertzes? Vivian Vance, who was 39, was asked to play Ethel, and William Frawley, who was 64, was asked to play Fred. Shockingly enough, they weren't the first pick for the Mertzes, but I think everyone can agree that they were the perfect pick, and the show just wouldn't be the same without them. I Love Lucy was filmed in front of a live audience of about 300 people weekly. The show made its television premiere on October 15th of 1951. Monday nights would never be the same.
Ricky, I think you're being mean. If you keep Lucy from doing what she wants to do, she'll develop some sort of a complex. Yeah. She might become depressed. Yeah. She might even go off her trolley. Yeah.
I Love Lucy was the #1 program on air by 1952, where it stayed for 4 of its 6 seasons.
You sweet, handsome man, you.
You gorgeous, exciting woman, you.
I pass.
Isn't he cute? Darling, why don't you sit down here? Oh, yes, you sit down too, baby.
Well, you sit down on my lap. You'll be more comfortable there.
All right.
You sit there, darling. This chair's more comfortable.
Oh, but if it's so comfortable, I want you to have it.
Ethel,
because I
do
want
one
you to
thing
be
that I ask you,
absolutely
will you,
comfortable.
please? I said sit down!
After winning America's heart, I Love Lucy went on to make 180 episodes in between 1951 and 1957. It was followed by 13 episodes of the Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz Show. Among Lucille Ball's many accomplishments were the birth of her 2 children, her appearance in 82 films, 5 Emmy Awards, and her starring role as Lucy Ricardo. Lucille Ball was a huge success and an inspiration to all. Thank you, Lucille. Thank you for sharing your life with us.